Hello, boys and girls. We're going to talk about letters and sounds today, and in order to be successful for this lesson, you need to get something to write with. So you can get a crayon or a pencil or a pen. I'm going to use a marker today. And you need to get something to write on. So you can get a piece of paper, or if you have a whiteboard, you can use a whiteboard. I'm going to use a whiteboard today. So right now, I want you to hit pause, which is the two little lines that look like this. And then when you get your something to write with and something to write on, then I want you to click on the arrow, and that's play. So I'm going to give you a second to go hit pause and go get something to write on and something to write with. Okay, are you back? We are going to start today by doing some sentence mapping with our body in our phonology routine. And you guys remember that when we map sentences, we say each word and then we make a space between the words, just like they do in the sentences. So let's start. Listen to my first sentence. Cal cooks carrots. Are you ready to map it? Arm out. Cal cooks carrots. Period. Listen to that again. Cal cooks carrots. What sound do you hear at the beginning of each one of those words? If you said k, you are absolutely right. We're going to talk about the k sound today and the letter C. Let's map out another sentence. Listen carefully. Crispy, crunchy carrots can crumble. Ready to map it? Arm out. Crispy, crunchy carrots can crumble, period. Do you hear a k at the beginning of each one of those words? Crispy, crunchy carrots, not carrots, cookies can crumble. Each one of those words begins with a k sound. Okay. We're going to talk about the letter C that makes the k sound. And do you remember in our alphabet cards, when we do the letter C, we say C, clicking camera, k, k, k. And actually, we say it for two letters of the alphabet. We say clicking camera, k, k, both for the letter C and the letter K, because they both make a k sound. But today we're going to talk about the letter C. The next thing that I want you to do is get out your whiteboard or your piece of paper and something to write with, and we're going to talk about how to form the letter C. So take a look here, and my whiteboard has lines already drawn on it, but remember when we're writing our letters, we always start at the top, and we start here and go around. C says k. I want you to do it 3 times. Ready? C says k. C says k. C says k. Now let's do lowercase c. C says k, C says k, C says k. When this video is all finished, I want you to write all the way to the end of the line. And every time that you write your letter, I want you to say, C says k. I brought with me a couple of objects that begin with the letter C and the k sound. Can you guess what I brought with me? Let's see. The first thing I brought is a cotton ball. Cotton ball begins with a k sound. Do you hear that? K, cotton. What do you think my other object is? If you said car, you're exactly right. Car begins with a C and a k sound. Listen. K, car. Good job. Okay, we are going to do some word dictation. And on your piece of paper, I'm going to do this on the back of my whiteboard. And you know that in class we had phoneme grapheme mapping paper. I don't have that at home, and I'm guessing you don't either. So I just made my own. I made 3 boxes here and a line underneath. I want you to do the same thing. The first word that I'm going to give you is one of my favorite things in the world, cat. Hold your fist up. Cat. How many sounds do you hear in the word cat? K, 3 sounds. So we're going to use 3 boxes. And normally we would use our little markers and we would pull them down into there. Because I don't have markers with me at home, like our little discs, I'm going to make little dots underneath just to remind myself that my word cat has 3 sounds that I need to mark in those boxes. Okay, ready? Spelling fist up. Cat. First sound, k. And on your throat, k. Is it voiced or unvoiced? Does your voice, when you hold your hand to your throat, do you feel it vibrate? Nope. That means it's unvoiced. It's also stopping. So, unvoiced, stopping sound, letter name, C. I want you to write it. Okay? Cat. Ready? We got that one. Next sound, ah. Hand on your throat. Ah. Is it voiced or unvoiced? This time I can feel my throat vibrate when I say it. Ah. That means it's voiced. It's also continuous. Listen. Ah. I could just go on forever until I run out of breath. That means it's continuous. What letter name? A makes an ah. So I'm going to write ah. A. K. Ah. Ready? The word was cat. K. Ah. Okay, last sound. Hand on your throat. T. Is it voiced or unvoiced? T. Unvoiced. Is it stopping or continuous? T. Stopping. Letter name? T. Right now, I want you to stand up in scholar size. And remember, when we scholar size, if the letter goes all the way to the top, our hands go up over our head. Ooh, kind of hard for me to see on this video. If it is a letter that just goes up to the dotted line, it's hands on our hips. And if it's a letter that goes down into the basement or a monkey tail letter, we're gonna touch the floor. So let's scholar size cat. Ready? C-A-T. Cat. Now I want you to write it. I'm gonna write it here with mine. Cat. C-A-T. Okay, let's do the next word. Ready? My next word that I'm going to do is, oh, excuse my clunking. My next word that I'm going to do is cop. I want you to listen. Cop. Spelling fist up. Ready? K-A-P. How many sounds? 3 sounds. So down here, I'm going to make 3 dots under my boxes because it's going to have 3 sounds that I need to fill in. Ready? K-A-P. 3 sounds. First sound, K. Hand on your throat. K. Is it voiced or unvoiced? It's unvoiced. Stopping or continuous? Stopping. Letter name, C. It's the letter we're working on. Ready? Cop. K-A. Okay? Hand on your throat. Ready? Ah. Is it voiced or unvoiced? Ah. It vibrates. That means it's voiced. Is it stopping or continuous? Ah. It's continuous. Letter name? O. So we've got cop. Ready? K-A. P. Hand on your throat. P. Is it voiced or unvoiced? P. Unvoiced. My voice box does not vibrate. Is it stopping or continuous? P. Stopping. Letter name? P. Cop. Okay, are you ready to scholar size? Stand up. Excuse my noisy chair. Okay, cop. C-O-P. Cop. Write it. C-O-P. Okay, when this video is finished, I want for you to write the rest of your letter C's on across your line, and then I want you to write and draw as many things as you can that start with a K sound. And I'll be back with another video to talk about our next sound in our phoneme sequence. Bye!